But it is time, guys. It is time. It is time. Our main event looming as a 135-pound title bout is imminent. As two staples of the Matador Fighter Challenge and now Total Fight Challenge, Eder Silva takes on Edward Bahena for the 135-pound belt.
Gentlemen, it's time. This is a 135-pound Muay Thai title bout. In the blue corner, from Joliet, Illinois, with a record of 3-0, Eder Silva.
Enter Eder Silva, currently 3-0. One half of the Fighting Silva brothers. There you see Celso Silva in his corner. Former MMA champion in his own right. But now it's Eder looking to write the next chapter in the Silva Book of Combat, as he squares off against Edward Bahena. Again, there you see Mike Corey and Celso Silva as they prepare to send out their fighter into the main event. Into, well, let's go ahead and call him one of the poster boys of Total Fight Challenge and the Matador Fighter Challenge in Edward Bahena.
Yeah.
But my guess is Eder Silva is none too impressed by the accolades that'll be stepping in across from him, as all remains equal when the bell sounds. But now, for the introduction of Eder Bahena. Edward Bahena.
Red corner, from Orland Park, Illinois, with a record of 4-1, former Taekwondo national champion, current four-time Muay Thai champion, Edward Bahena.
And here comes the former Taekwondo champion, four-time Muay Thai champion, and now looking to add to his list of accomplishments, to add to his wall of fame. In steps Edward Bahena out of Victory Martial Arts. Four and one, the only blemish coming to potentially one of the best Muay Thai kickboxers in the Midwest country, somebody that's fought internationally, of course. That loss coming to Sherwin Milan. So no shame in picking up an L there, but now looking to remind everybody exactly who Edward Bahena is, as he looks to steal the perfect unblemished record away from Eder Silva and take home another title belt. We patiently await the arrival of the next half, the second half of our main event. As here comes Edward Bahena. Really building up the anticipation here, isn't he, guys?
Yeah. Edward usually has a pretty extravagant walkout. You know, Eder Silva has all the grit and confidence to want to take this belt. So this is going to be a crazy main event here.
Bit of a halt in the action as we await the arrival of Edward Bahena.
that the Rocky theme song coming out?
I'm not sure. My guess is we hit the end of his walkout track and the DJ's got to get something else going. We mentioned a bit of a
final countdown.
Yeah.
You know, if the crowd's on their feet, I'm going to get on my feet.
Sounds like it's played by the mariachi band.
The mariachi band is... Oh, yeah.
And here comes Edward Bahena. Accompanied with the live rendition of Mexico Lindo y Querido. The proud Mexican slugger. The Taekwondo champion. Edward Bahena. You can feel the energy and anticipation here at Cicero Stadium continue to build. As Bahena and Silva prepare to square off in our main event at the Total Fight Challenge. Christian Reynoso, Bernie Ambubuyaga along with Doug Keast. Honored to have joined you for this amazing night of mixed martial arts and Muay Thai action. But everything is most certainly built up to this, our marquee matchup for the 135-pound Muay Thai title.
The Prince of Total Fight Challenge.
Correct. As we are finally ready to get underway, Edward Bahena. Plenty of mutual respect. You gotta wonder though, and I'm not saying this is what happens, but I know that sometimes there's some gamesmanship to the delayed entrance and making your opponent wait for you, making your opponent get kind of cold for you. I don't know. We'll see. It's Edward Bahena versus Eder Silva in this our main event at the Total Fight Challenge.
Looking sharp as Edward Bahena there.
Quick hands early on for Edward Bahena. Mixing up the knees in, and here come this. It's always a matter of time before the spin kicks get unleashed by Bahena.
Oh, landed a nice straight there.
Snapping the head and hair back there of Eder Silva.
Solid left hand there by Bahena.
Eddie Bahena is mixing it up, body, head, ending with a kick, starting with a kick.
And as always, remaining elusive, as Bahena does, always so light on his feet. There's the traditional martial arts. Another clean left hand, snapping the head back of Silva.
Well, he's able to keep his distance, and then once Silva gets close, Eddie throws off 3 or 4 shots that forces him to back up. So it's really difficult to close the distance.
That world champion Taekwondo footwork is it's just you got to chase him and then he'll come and attack.
And I mean, you're going to get about as many looks as necessary at MMA stop, usually. What I will say is this, it's going to be difficult to find anybody at any gym to mimic the style of an Edward Bahena.
Yes.
If you're going to be facing off against Team Eddie, you better get ready by finding somebody that's going to come at you from these odd angles, somebody that's comfortable moving around with his hands at his waist like this.
Stylistically, it's so hard to spar these people when you're going for a title and he's got that background. And you're right. How do you prepare for a match like that? Ooh, God, the pop in that head kick there. Oh, beautiful. Spinning back fist.
Yeah, spinning back fist by Silva finds the mark there against the fence.
I guess that's how you you deal with the sidestepping that Eddie does.
And you really do have to chase them. These Taekwondo people are they're all over the place. You got to get on the inside.
And Eddie's bloody.
Yeah, Eder Silva is finding his way. That was a beautiful low leg kick there.
Yeah, Eddie does have a little something coming from the nose already.
Yeah.
So certainly something found the mark. Potentially that spinning back. It was hard to see from our vantage point where that back fist landed.
Close, yeah.
It kind of looked at the side of the head, but it very easily could have caught the nose.
Oh, yeah, he's bleeding from that.
Very exciting first round in this, our main event.
That was a hard round to judge. I mean, you know, Eddie threw some kicks that landed and popped, but then there was the damage from the spinning back fist, which was it seemed to be more punishing than any of the other strikes in the round.
Yeah, it looked like it certainly could have been the hardest strike of the fight thus far.
Right.
But it's so hard to really see how those snappy Taekwondo kicks, because sometimes, I mean, you guys, we've all seen it, the knockout that comes from one of those snapping kicks that looks like it almost, like it barely hits.
Yeah,
you know, but it's
for
just,
MMA,
it's different, right? It's just different.
The scoring for MMA and the scoring for Thai is different. So there is something to be said about volume landed as well. Versus like one spinning back fist that.
Sure. Now, for a large portion of the beginning of that round, it looked like Eddie was potentially frustrating Silva. Let's see if Eder potentially found something in that towards the second part of that round that was working for him. You know, maybe something to take away the movement of Eddie. Oh my, beautiful body kick to the head. Body kick to the head kick for Bahena.
Yeah, and it looks like he's going backwards, and that's not. He's landing that kick.
You certainly don't want to let somebody like Bahena get loose out there.
Eder is trying to close that distance, though.
I think the problem is when Silva gets close, Eddie clinches and then throws those knees.
Oh, a beautiful switch kick to the head.
Switch kicks. We forgot about that from Edward Bahena. He finished the fight with those switch kicks.
Again, who are you going to find in the gym to replicate what you're going to see inside the cage against Edward Bahena? It's going to be very difficult.
In his face. Hey, the kicks are telegraphed, okay? Nice. That's really nice. In his nose.
So high level is Edward Bahena. As I mentioned, that one blemish on his record, it came at the hands of an internationally traveled fighter in Sherwin Milan. That's what it took to match the style of the quote-unquote amateur Edward Bahena.
Good pressure.
Oh, my God. Nasty knee. That was a beautifully timed knee.
Hey, Eder. Jab, cross. Get simple with it. Get simple with it.
Definitely getting loose here.
Yeah, the spinning hook kicks coming out.
And as this fight progresses, we're watching the output of Bahena go up, but more labored is Silva.
Oh, eating those kicks. Oh my God, that head kick is devastating.
I think at this point it's fair to say Eddie has welcomed Eder Silva to the Bahena show.
But so far, Silva has taken everything that Eddie's got.
Oh, yeah. Silva's such a tough kid.
Taking some body kicks and
still coming forward.
some head shots.
That's usually how it works till you can't.
Oh, yeah.
Another punctuating strike by Edward Bahena. Big smiles in the Victory Martial Arts corner.
But if you look at the two fighters, Eddie's taking big breaths, and he's bloodied, and Eder is not. I mean, he's taking some big breaths over.
He is,
He's
but
been hitting him a lot.
Well, he has. He's had a lot of output.
He's landing. He's doing spinning head kick. Yeah,
But I mean, he's expended a lot of energy, and Eder Silva doesn't look.
Yeah,
I mean,
Eder Silva's such a tough kid.
I
don't think I've seen him get hit like that before.
He's definitely been cracked. He's caught at least 2 head kicks.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that he's still in there.
Plenty of fight left here as these two lock horns for a third and final round in an absolutely electric night of mixed martial arts and Muay Thai action.
Oh God, such nice moves. Taking deep breaths, but he's still pretty crisp, Doug. Ooh.
Eder Silva at this point almost chasing Bahena as Bahena continues to stay loose, move, and land on the go.
I think there's only been one other fighter that's gotten to the third round with Eddie. I think it was
Milan.
Nice knee exchange. Oh man, that was a nasty body kick from that switch kick.
Yeah, I mean, Eddie is really throwing the kitchen sink at him at this time. Spinning kicks, jumping kicks. Looking to add to his highlight reel tonight is Edward Bahena.
And Eder Silva still is pushing forward. No hesitation. But difficult to get anything in there. Oh!
There you go, landing a right hook there.
Right on the chin.
We'll see if we get one last flurry from either one of these fighters. Edward Bahena and Eder Silva. Almost landing a jab there was Bahena. Was Silva. Continuing to try to make something land. Look at the midsection of Silva as the handiwork. There you see the handiwork of Bahena painted all over the midsection of Silva.
To his credit, he's still moving forward. Walking right into the storm.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said for that sort of toughness. You can't teach that sort of toughness, you know. But that one was definitely some moments to add for the highlight reel of Edward Bahena.
Yeah, that midsection of Eder Silva.
I mean, Silva's putting the hands in the air to, you know, as you should, but you might want to put that right one down. You don't know if you want the judges to see all that.
Yeah, his body is.
You're too kind, brother. You're too kind. Silva coming over to show some love to the booth, but at the end of the day, it is all about the fighters. And it's these two that deserve all the credit, all the shine. As you said, Doug, Silva remained, you know, he did his best to chase down. Eddie Bahena is next to impossible to game plan for, next to impossible to prepare for. And Silva had his moments. He bloodied up Bahena, who not a lot of people have been able to do.
Yeah, Eder Silva is something special as well.
Absolutely. I'm not going to say that this one's all said and done because, again, I've been wrong already. And as you said, there is indeed results for Silva. Let's make this an official. Arturo.
We have a split decision. 29-28. Winner, red corner, Edward Bahena.
Doug, you are spot on that some judges we're going to see the damage, the bloodied nose, and lean towards Silva. I mean, at the end of the day, the judging criteria, y'all know it better than I do. But you know, everyone's going to gauge things differently. One of our three judges seeing that fight for Silva, but the belt goes home with Eddie Bahena.
Again. I mean, he wins these fights. I mean, rightfully so.
Edward Bahena continues to collect belts.
Is that 5 now?
Buddy, I'm losing count.
I know.
I'm not really a numbers guy.
It's number 4 for him.
A natural progression from Mexico lindo y querido to El Rey, the King. A fitting way to close out Total Fight Challenge. Why do I say so? Well, one, we have the king of the bantamweight Muay Thai fighters inside the cage. But let's go take a blast from the past. Earlier today, I had the pleasure of interviewing Miguel Angel Torres. If any of us want to go back in the archives and think back, does this remind us of anybody? Of course, it was Miguel Angel Torres making his way to the TFC cage decades ago, accompanied by a mariachi.
I love it.
We saw the gi being donned on the way to the cage. So let's go ahead and talk about the very heavy influence.
Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, y sigue siendo el rey, Edward Bahena, your 135-pound champion. My friend, you're collecting a lot of belts, but something feels very special about this one tonight. How are you feeling?
Man, it feels great, and I want to thank everyone that's here. As in my team, my other family. I have all types of families here. Thank you to Master May. He's been coaching me since when I was 4. He made me a national champion in Taekwondo when I was only 9 years old. He's been training me since when I was 4. Then after COVID, Victory took over me. And now I belong to Victory. And I couldn't have picked a better school because you guys are family to me.
Yes, sir! They certainly couldn't have a better student on their hand. It was all systems go tonight. It really felt like from the moment you walked into the cage to the very last second, it looked like you were comfortable, it looked like you were flowing. Did you hit that flow state early on?
I hit that flow state. Obviously you guys know all I do is kicks. So I wanted to use my hands more, and I hope you saw them. Hope you guys noticed I try to use my hands more. I use my boxing more, which is a huge accomplishment for me.
Your hands look extra crispy, and your kicks are always sensational. And we know it's just, you remain in strap season, collecting belts like it's your side But what is next for Team Eddie?
For Team Eddie, well, right now we never know what's next because right now I just graduated. I got my undergrad at Lewis University, and right now I'm currently working on getting my master's right now. So I had to balance this camp with the master's, which is really tough. But after my master's, you know, right now we don't know what's gonna happen, but after, you know, we never know. And I want to give a huge shout out to Royal Academy. You guys took over my jiu-jitsu, and you guys haven't seen my jiu-jitsu right now, but I don't know, I feel really good at Royal Academy. I want to thank Professor Rob and my whole Royal Academy family and my Team Victory family that's here. I want to thank my dad for always taking care of me. And Mom, I love you so much. That's all I gotta say. I love my mama!
Beautiful, earning his master's degree but showing off his PhD in violence. Your champion,